going into round 2 of this league with this stock amulet list. I've been really impressed by the performance of this list. I do have to readjust my mulliganing philosophies, because I think sometimes I take a sort of if you build it they will come approach to mulliganing, where mulligan this, keep so sometimes I keep hands without threats on the thought that I will eventually draw a threat, and I don't think I can count on that as much in a list like this. I'm actually hoping they take the amulet here. I think they should take the Titan, though. I feel like a lot of people take amulets with Thoughtseize, though, when they shouldn't. If they take the amulet here, we just get to Cavern on Beast, play the Arboreal Gracer, put down the Simic Growth Chamber. We're still ramping without the amulet. The amulet doesn't even really add anything too much to this hand. But there it goes. I'm gonna bog. Bog them. If I draw a 3-drop, I won't be able to play it, but I'm concerned that even if I play the 3-drop, I wouldn't have the land drops to make it worth it. And if I draw an amulet, I might want to keep this Simic in hand. Okay, let's play the Simic. Pick up Bog. Really hope they don't have another Thoughtseize, because if they Thoughtseize with the Dothy, which could have been a reason for them to take the amulet in the first hand, just to on the hope that they will get to Thoughtseize Primeval Titan. Saga. We can't really afford to discard a Primeval Titan if they Kroxa, for example. Could keep the map in hand to have something to discard to like a Kolaghan's Command or a Kroxa that isn't a Primeval Titan. I'll try that. I think there's a good chance they cast a Terminate on our first Titan. Our life total is mildly relevant at this point. I'm just going to get Simic Talaria here. I really expect there to be a removal spell. And if they don't have a removal spell, then I think we're well set up. But what I expect to happen here is they cast a removal spell and then they cast the Titan off the Dothy. And I won't attack with the Construct because it's possible they go like end of turn terminate, untap land, swing with Den of the Bugbear. And I don't think their life total matters, and I think mine does. Oh, do they just have 2 bolts? Are we just dead to 2 bolts here? That would make sense based on the fact that they haven't really been casting spells, but not much we can do about that when there's no Radiant Fountain main deck. Guess we could have gone for the haste, and that might have prompted them to use their 2 bolts on the Titan. Let's bring in the Besieges, the Dismembers. Probably want to keep Cultivator in the event of Necromentia. Explorer seems pretty good, too. Could cut Sun home. play sort of like a hand wire list with a worse hand wire. Yeah, they do Croxas and they do Dothies though, so like double strike can matter. LOL, nice Thoughtseize. No. Maybe I'm supposed to lead on Amulet to encourage them to lead on Ragavan, and then I play the Grazer afterwards, rather than them leading on a discard spell. Then again, I don't really care about losing this Amulet. Does not add much to this hand. Play the Azusa, don't care what happens to it. Probably just eats a bolt. Opponent could be gearing up for a Torok. At the very least, if they do Torok, we get to dismember it. 2 damage to any target player discards. I guess I'll discard Dismember. We need our land drops, and we need Blood Moon protection. If they do Torak, they get to make us discard the Beseju here, which isn't the end of the world. Alpine Moon would be pretty annoying. Liliana, okay. Ooh, Croxa. That's a problem. And problem solved. They probably should have minused before playing the explosives. I guess they want to ult their Liliana is what they're going for. What do I want? Could be double Saga. Even in the face of the engineered explosives. Because of the Liliana. Could be Slayers, Boros. Pick up Bajuka Bog. It at least makes the Grazer able to attack the Liliana. Yeah, but this means we get a construct attack on the Liliana. And I think if this Liliana doesn't ultimate, we're probably going to win this game. I suppose they could minus and blow explosives. But that just puts them so far from a Liliana ultimate. And now even like the random Azuzas and Grazers we draw can attack. Just no activation whatsoever. Wow. My deck loves me. Okay. Didn't see a lot of Ragavans. It's maybe more of a card they put in on the play. Maybe trim one Dismember. Nah, Magus is a problem. I can try this. It's very weak to, like, moon effects, especially Alpine Moon. It's also weak to Ragavan. There's the Ragavan. Maybe they Thoughtseize me. We're at least very resistant to any sort of discard. This I can live with. I have a lot of extra fluff in this hand I can discard. There's an argument there for putting in a bounce land and making a token, but I think a large part of our winning this game is going to just involve ripping a Titan off the top and having 2 amulets. Cool. Gonna minus on my Grazer. Ah, come on. Boo. No, we had very good luck with our draws last game. I'm not at all sad about the luck I have received with this deck. Okay, the plan is to make a 3/3 inside of combat. Might be Culligan's Command coming here. Bolt. Okay, pretty similar. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 next turn, but we cannot make our creature inside of combat. And we do not have a Radiant Fountain in the deck. Tight spot. I guess we can Beseiju the Den to stay alive. Discarding whatever we draw for turn. Gives us 2 draw steps. I don't think there's a significant difference between 3/3 and 4/4 because I don't think we can beat a Bolt regardless. So now if we draw an Azusa, we can play Talaria West to transmute itself. So I imagine what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to minus on the construct and then try to activate the Den and go for lethal. And then we Beseiju the Den and we have 1 draw step. Alternatively, if they have just like a Culligan's Command, they can go destroy artifact, 2 damage here, and we're just out of the game. Maybe for that reason it was better to just grab Amulet. You know, just sort of like YOLO it. Torok. Okay. Come on, Sanctuary, stay. Okay, we might be definitively dead. Guess technically the Talaria West is more mana. Okay, how can I... What's gonna happen here? Next turn I'm gonna have to block here and take 5. Let's say I block Ragavan this turn. So that's 5 twice, so I'm not definitively dead next turn if they just have nothing. But a version of nothing that they could have that I would live. Like drawing lands, and if they're drawing lands, they're activating Den. If they're activating Den, I probably have to Beseiju it. I guess they can just minus the Liliana on my creature next turn. Is there any out in this for me? Probably not. Okay, that helps. So let's see, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coming at... Well, let's say they can't activate Den. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can dismember the Torok to stay alive. If they minus on the construct. But that doesn't get me towards winning. Because I still don't think... It's still just drawing dead. This is still lethal? Yeah. Doesn't matter. We were dead regardless.